He's Brian Urlacher, the Bears linebacker, former great linebacker, and now unemployed, I guess. He's left Fox Sports. He joins us now. Brian, what happened here?
Just like the statement that Fox released, I just wanted to feel retired. Actually, I kind of got tired of the traveling back and forth every weekend. I like doing the show. The shows were fun. You know, the guys I worked with, Randy, Joel Klatt, Jay Glazer, Donovan Winnett, the shows were fun. I just got tired of the travel, honestly, and I wanted to feel like I was retired and hang out with my family. And when I want to do something, be able to do it. And the people at Fox are great about it, man. They're such a cool organization to work for. I just had a change of heart there.
Yeah, but people don't do that. They get jobs in TV. Usually it's an executive who tells you when to leave.
Well, yeah, well, I didn't get to that part, thank goodness. Yeah, like I said, I really got worn out from the travel. My son's playing flag football now, so I only get a chance to watch his games on the weekend. My daughter's about to start playing soccer and basketball, so I just want to spend more time. And I want to be able to fish and golf when I want to also.
What do you like on the sidelines at your son's game?
What am I like?
Yeah.
I just sit there and watch. I don't yell. I don't scream. I don't. I just tell him, good, even if it misses a tackle or it's flag, you know, I just tell him, good job, you know. He's got so much pressure. I feel bad for him. There's a lot of pressure on him being my son, so I just try to encourage him as much as I can and keep my mouth shut. You know, when he does something good, I cheer, but for the most part, I just sit there and be quiet.
Would you prefer he didn't play football?
No, I love football. He loves football, too. My daughter loves football as well. She played flag football a couple of years ago as well, but she was good, too. But, no, I hope he plays football until high school or college, whatever he wants. It's a great sport. It taught me a lot of things.
What's the toughest part about retirement?
Filling my time. You know, well, now that I'm not working anymore, it's just filling my time. You know, today I dropped the kids off at school, came to the gym, and then between about 10 and 2, I got to figure out what to do. So I'll probably go hit some golf balls. Don't really have time to play a full round of golf, so I can just go hit some golf balls, then eat lunch, and get ready for the kids to go home from school. Pretty busy.
Yeah, but you're going to get bored doing this. I came home.
I don't think I'll get bored. Nah.
I came home after ESPN.
Well, I watched a good movie of you on the plane the other day, Blended. Good movie. You were great in that.
No, thank you. But
you had a great stash.
I was done for 6 weeks. I was in between jobs. And I came home, and everybody else had their own lives, and nobody was at home. So I thought coming home was going to be great. I was home for a week, and I went, this sucks.
Yeah. Well, when my kids get older, it may be a little different because right now I'm still decently cool to them, sort of. So when they get a lityou bit older and you know, maybe junior high and high school for my youngest ones, it might be a different story. But for right now, I'm still sort of cool, so they don't mind hanging out with me.
What's interesting when you start to take a job as an analyst, you have to have an opinion, and you can't sidestep these topics. What was the toughest topic that you had to have an opinion on?
The hardest thing for me was just trying to be honest about guys not playing well, or you know, just at Fox was different because they weren't always asking me to be critical of people. They just wanted you to be honest, and I was always trying to be honest. But it's hard to put people down for me because I hated it as a player. I knew when I played bad. I didn't need someone to tell me what I was doing wrong or what I need to do to play better. You know, and I didn't want to be that guy that goes out there. I was like, oh, he did this, he did that. This is where he could do better. I didn't want to be that guy because I didn't like when people did that to me.
But are you also, you know, with what's going on now, were you asked about parenting your kids, disciplining your kids after what happened with Adrian Peterson?
No, I haven't. I was never asked that, you know. And also the Ray Rice thing was a big topic when I was there at Fox at the end there. So those are tough topics, man, because there's so many different ways you can go with that. For me, parenting, all I got to do is raise my voice at my kids, and they start bawling. So I get off pretty easy. If I grab their arm or something or just do anything with them, stern, they're done. So I'm pretty lucky in that aspect.
One thing about football that always amazed me is the better you are, the more likely it is that you'll have long-term issues. You can have a long career, therefore you're good, therefore you're more susceptible to injuries, concussions. Can you play a decade without having any effects of concussions, Brian?
Long-term effects?
Yeah.
I would say yes. I think there's a lot of guys, you know, post-football now that they're doing okay. You know, I had one concussion in one major concussion in my 13 years. It was my fourth year at Denver, and I think I missed 2 snaps. It was so different back then. I came out for 2 plays. I was like, whoa. I was a little dinged up, and I went back in. But, you get dinged up pretty much every game. But I don't have any – I'm still decently young, so I don't have any issues right now. I still remember mostly everything.
But explain what dinged up – I think
everyone has issues with that.
What's dinged up mean?
Go ahead. Well, when you get a little fuzzy, you hit someone pretty good, and you get a little fuzzy, you see little stars for a couple seconds, and then they go away, and things are back to normal.
Wait, that's not a concussion.
I don't believe that's a concussion. A concussion is for me, it was when I got knocked out. I didn't lose consciousness every game. I didn't. I always remember what was going on. But there's plays where you get a little fuzzy sometimes, where you get someone like, "Whoa, that was a good hit," and you just keep going.
So you're on the sidelines. And,
I don't know if that. Yeah.
Yeah, but we had Troy Polamalu on, and he said he would get 50 to 100 stingers dinged up during the course of a season.
Ooh.
That's a lot, Brian.
Stingers are different to me. Those go down your arms, right? Those are going down your shoulders. I think I had 2 or 3 of those early in my career. I never really got stingers. That wasn't an issue. And the dings and whatever, the good collisions, those happen pretty often in the course of a season. But the stingers I never really got, thank goodness.
When you look at now you were in the media after being a player, do we as the media, are we too invasive, too intrusive on what we want? Is it us asking this, or is it the public consumption of this?
I think it's a little bit of both. The media drives it, and then the public gets so involved with it that they want more answers. They want more information. But the media drives it, I think. But, we're the most popular sport in the world. Second most in America. NASCAR's number 1, I believe. But we're pretty close to being number 1. So I think that the fans want to know. They want information. And when you see what's going on right now with all these things off the field issues, it's media-driven, it's fan-driven, and now you're getting politicians involved. They're major issues when your sport's as popular as football is.
What do you think of the HGH testing and allowing players to have a little bit higher level for pot consumption?
The HGH is a great thing. I think it's about damn time they test for that. I don't know why they couldn't do it before. I know it's a blood test from what I can gather, but that should have been tested for a long time ago. The pot thing, here's my issue with that. The PEDs, there's no tolerance for it. You test once positive for a PED, you get in 4 games. Why is that not the same for weed or whatever else these guys are doing? It's, I can't get over that part of it because PEDs are just as bad for you as the marijuana and all that other stuff. So what's the difference? Because you're gaining an edge on someone on the football field, you're going to get 4 games. But if you go out on a weekend and get high or, get high every day, that's okay. But, we're going to slap you on the wrist for that. When you can do that 3 times before we suspend you for any amount of period.
But how prevalent
from football?
How prevalent is pot in the NFL?
You know what? I don't know. It was never part of my life. I've never been around it, so I can't speak on that.
What about HGH? How prevalent do you think that is?
I don't know about that one either. I've never heard or seen anyone use it.
But you have suspicions.
You hear rumors, but you hear about it. Yeah, well, you can tell when you would. I don't know what to look for, but from what I can gather, you can pretty much tell when someone's using it by their face change shapes and their head grows bigger. I guess from what I hear from watching all the TV shows about it from the media.
You got a big head, Brian.
Oh, I got a big head though. I had a big head when I was a kid.
What size baseball hat do you wear? Do you wear an 8?
I think I'm a 7 3/8. I wore the same helmet from my rookie year till my last year. I may have changed. You know what? My rookie year, I'm an idiot. I gave my helmet away at the Pro Bowl because everyone was trading helmets.
Oh,
so I think I gave my helmet away then, and then I wore the next one, the same helmet the next. I got a new one from Team Ed and wore it the rest of my career, if I remember correctly.
Did you keep it?
Yeah, so they gave me all my stuff. It was awesome. Team Ed, our equipment trainer for the Bears, showed up at my house one day after I retired with my shoulder pads, my helmet, with a bunch of everything that I wore in my career. So it was pretty cool.
You should wear your uniform for Halloween. Go around with your kids. Full uniform.
My son, we went and got him some pads and stuff the other day at the sporting goods store. And I said, Dana, I got my helmet and my pads at home too. We could play tackle football, you and I, if you want to. He goes, yeah, let's do it. So they're going to see my son and I'm in our full pads in my backyard playing tackle football.
I like it.
I hope I can still tackle him.
Could you give me 10 snaps right now?
Yeah, I could do that. In a row?
No, how about I let you pick the 10 snaps you're out there? You could give me 10 snaps?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I still work out. I'm in pretty good shape. I run all the time. But yeah, if you got me pick the snaps, I could definitely do it.
Well, good luck with retirement. It's going to drive you crazy,
Thank
Brian.
You. So far, so good. I appreciate it.
Thanks, bud. That's Brian Urlacher, a former Bears All-Pro.